2026 Men's World Cup will be held across the United States, Canada, and Mexico next summer. But some soccer fans around the world are a bit astonished over recently released ticket prices, with a ticket for the final costing more than $4,000. Despite the hefty price tag, this will be the largest FIFA World Cup in history. It's also projected to bring billions of dollars and thousands of jobs to the U.S. economy. Earlier, I spoke to Ron Glasgow, founder of Glasgow Investments, to discuss its economic impact. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me. One of my favorite topics to discuss today.
Yeah, and this is going to be the largest FIFA World Cup in history, with 48 teams and more matches than ever before. From your perspective, what makes the 2026 tournament such a historic moment for global sports and for the United States as a host nation?
Yeah, I can't help but think back to the last time we hosted in 1994, and we've certainly come a long way since then. That's this jersey, by the way, from 1994, so I've been a lifelong fan. But back then, this was very much a rare thing. Nobody really knew what soccer was or how it was played, and the World Cup was this sort of mystical tournament. Today, I think virtually every American understands it. And the fact that we've increased the amount of teams certainly increases the fanfare that goes along with the sport. That said, it does create some differences. We have to kind of rely on some other countries. We have 11 cities here hosting, whereas we have two to our neighbors to the north in Canada and 3 cities to the south in Mexico. You need a lot of venues to host a tournament this size.
Now, current projections range from $30 to $50 billion in economic activity and nearly 185,000 jobs just for the U.S. alone. Can you break down the economic impact that's going to have?
Yeah, I particularly kind of focus on North Texas, and I think North Texas is a great place to focus here in Dallas because we are a hub. And Dallas has done this thing very, very well. You have the Convention Center, which is the host of the International Broadcasting Center. And then, of course, you have newly renamed Dallas Stadium, because FIFA rules won't allow you to use a corporate sponsor, but Dallas Stadium will be hosting 9 separate matches, one of them a semifinal. So when you look at that sort of activity, it brings in a lot more business, a lot more job opportunities than if you just host a game here or there like some of the other cities. So Dallas has really done it very well.
Now, how significant is it that North America is hosting the World Cup for the first time in 3 decades? And what message does this send about the region's expanding influence in the global sports economy, and maybe more Americans jumping on the bandwagon for supporting soccer?
We now have a very tried and true league of the MLS. So we've created our own domestic league where we get some great players. Most notably, David Beckham has played here. Gerrard has played here from Liverpool. We currently have Messi playing here. So these are some of the top stars in the world that are playing in our league. It was just been unheard of prior to 1994. And that's all a direct result of hosting the World Cup. So I think the sky's the limit on what goes on the next 30 years. And hopefully we increase our ranking from 14th in the world to that sort of top 5 and make a run for a World Cup title one day.
Okay.
We did come in third 1930, but it was a little bit of a different tournament back then.
Yeah, a lot has changed since then. And finally, what kind of long-term global relationships, whether in sports business, international tourism, or even cultural exchanges, might develop from welcoming millions of fans and delegations from around the world?
The sky's the limit on what could happen here with 48 teams. That's 47 other delegations coming in. Obviously, we're familiar with Canada and Mexico and England, but there's some of these other countries that we don't do a ton of business with that possibly we can in the future. It's truly a global economy that's shrinking, that's for sure.
Ron Glasgow, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.